Jailer Rock here, Percent Off Collector, and we're here with another episode of What's in the Box. And if you're new, thanks for watching, coming and hanging out with me as I geek out over these toys. Basically, what What's in the Box is loose figures for the most part that I've found from thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, things like that. So it's usually just random stuff that I pick up really cheap so that I can have just a collection. I can learn about different styles, types, characters I never heard of, and of course to provide content to you wonderful people that are watching this out here. Honestly, this series has been a lot of fun with me, because I've only been doing this maybe like a year or so, and just being able to see all the different type of toys, I'm learning more about articulation. I'm not an expert. I'm super beginner, but I have a lot of fun going through and looking at this. And being the percent off collector, a lot of loose figures is just cheaper to find. Like most of these figures here, I got from 50 cents to a dollar. Usually from, like I said, garage sales where people don't want these figures because something could be missing or broken or scuffed up or something like that. So, hey, their loss, my gain. So without further ado, let's get into this. And we're going to start over here with this one. And this is part of a set that I got with this was from Facebook Marketplace. And I remember last time talking about how some people had an issue with buying on Facebook Marketplace because people would not show up to get their items. And it's funny because some of these people have great deals, they have great offers, and people wouldn't show up. And I'd be called or messaged, and sometimes days later, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? I had like 3-4 people not show up. Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Boom!" I'm in the car and I'm zooming over there. So this was part of a set that was a whole bunch of those Fortnite figures, and these are just really, really nice. I mean, just look at that. So this is the 2018 Epic Games Fortnite Black Knight. Now I've played Fortnite, but it's not like I know like a ton about Fortnite. So it was good to just have characters like this that I could, look at and enjoy. So this character looks cool. I like the like blood on it. I have to say that just the small experience I've had with these characters, I really like the detail that they do. I think that this is also part of their Legends series. So I guess this is like higher end, but I just gotta say it's nice. It's like just the articulation. I mean, look at all that you have as far as movement. Oh, it's a little blurry there, but yeah, there you go. So it's like, oops, I knocked a bunch down. It's okay. So I mean, you get a lot of articulation here, from the toes even bending, and so forth. So I have to say that has just that plus the design has made me a fan of these. Like even though I played Fortnite a little bit, it wasn't like it was something that I know a deep, about, or I play a lot where I want to collect the character because of nostalgia. But just on how it looks alone, I mean, just look at the design here. I like how this is loose and you can move it around. I don't think you can take it off, but I just like the way that it looks, and just the design all the way down. And it's just a lot of things you can play with. And look, it's like he's mixed with technology. As I said, I don't know this character well, so but it looks like it's kind of like a mixture of technology and then that old medieval looking dress. I like the helmet, like that shiny look. I like this, like that chainmail. I mean, look at that. You got the bicep and all that, the hands. So it's really cool. Really, really awesome figure here. Alright, so next up we have another Fortnite figure. It's funny, I thought this was it Firefly from G.I. Joe? When I first saw it, that's what I thought who this was. And I didn't realize that this is Havoc. So this is 2019 Fortnite Legends Havoc. And it's just funny because I wish I had that G.I. Joe classified. Unfortunately, I don't. But I mean, look at his backpack. I love that. The bomb with the smile on the face. The backpack, again, it's like really detailed. I don't know if this comes off. Oh yeah, it does. That's cool too. I love having any type of accessories that I can play around with. So I just love that it does come off and I could put it on other figures. Of course, you can see that he's been played with, but I got no problem with that. But the details and everything, he's got kind of like every time I see this, I think of Beachhead, even though Beachhead is green. And just again with the articulation going all the way down, like the toes, you can even look at it. You bend the toes and all that, the feet, the ankles, double jointed, the hips. You got the ab crunch, everything. So this figure is just really cool, and it literally could just fit in with my GI Joe classified line. So that's really awesome. The next one after that is, I think, the last figure that I got from that lot. And I'm pretty sure this is missing something. Just looking at the waist, look at it. So that's kind of interesting. But this is 2019 Fortnite Legends Omega. And I did look up and I saw like how he looks. And there's like a lot of pieces that you have. And you can like switch out a lot of parts and stuff on this guy. So that's pretty sweet. As I said, since this is used and stuff like that, I'm missing something. So it's like, it's just funny to see this middle piece just completely missing from him. But I like that. I mean, look at his back. I mean, that just looks sweet. Like if you just get him in that pose, like just showing off his back, that's cool looking. So I mean, I just like characters that you can just get a lot of design out of it. Like it almost looks like it could be a battle suit, like kind of like a more personal type battle suit that's like a mix between technology and then just like a Batman type thing. Like I could see almost like a Batman type mix. Like it's almost like when he was building his Batman Beyond suit. It's like, I guess, level 1. So next up would be, I had some more Doctor Who figures that I got from the estate sale. And all of these end up being like 25 cents just because I went on a Sunday, and that's usually when everything is like 50 to 75% off. And as I said, nobody was interested in any of the loose figures. So I was able to just swipe in there and grab them. So of course, I don't know Doctor Who at all. I've watched a couple episodes, but not a lot. But these figures are pretty cool. I mean, you got basic articulation here, but they're pretty cool. And I don't know these characters, so I can't say like how closely they look to the actual characters. But I mean, now I think with all these, because there's 3 here that I got, I think that puts me at like 8 or 9. So I got like a little mini collection. So yeah, this one is actually I think this one is the 2006 Professor Yana, the Master Regenerated. I don't know who that is. And then we had another one, and I'm pretty sure when I looked him up, he was missing something. So this one is 2009 Professor Bracewell. And I think, yeah, there's definitely something that snaps in here. I think there's 2 things that you can switch out on his chest. Because when I looked it up, there's something on his chest that's kind of like, I guess, growing, or I don't know if it's technology or what. And then you can switch it out, and I think it's like a regular black like suit, but normal. But look at this, like I guess that's damage, like right here. You see that? Like that's interesting. I mean, the head is like crazy loose, but still, I mean, like I said, 25 cents. I just grabbed it because I wanted it. I like the coat. It almost seems like it could come off, but I don't think it can. Obviously used, scuffed up, dirty, but pretty cool to me. It's almost like a bobblehead. Look at that. Yeah. And then the last from the Doctor Who is this one. It's 2006 Toby Zed Possessed. I don't know who Toby Zed is, but that's just creepy there. He's possessed with something. So I'm sure that Doctor Who fans know exactly what this is from. I like how that they made sure that they actually put it on his hands. I like the details, like on the belt and all that. Looks pretty cool. In his pocket here. But yeah, I don't know who this is, but still, very cool figure. Alright, so this is in one of those lots that you would find at the thrift store. So it's like, I think that all the rest of this was all in the bag, in one bag. And that bag was, I think, $3, $3. And at first I thought this was like plastic, but it's rubber. So it's like the legs and all that. So this is the 2012 Iron Man rubber. I think it was like swim something. I forgot the exact name. If someone knows, please tell me in the comments. I'm not sure what this line is from. At first I thought it was like a McDonald's toy or something, but apparently it's part of a line that has a bunch of rubber figures like that. Um, Still, it doesn't actually look bad. Like in the light, it actually looks cool, but it's like nearly impossible to stand up. So I guess you have to put this, and it's like you can't really put it on a stand. You have to get the ones that stands that grip the side like that. So I don't know, but there's that. Then there was this Spider-Man, and I'm wondering because if you saw one of my other What's in a Box videos where I had this, there was a Carnage that was really did not have much on it, but I think that Carnage actually was the same year. It was 2018. This one actually looks better, and I wonder if this is the same line. So this is 2018 Spin Master. I'm sorry, 2018 Spider-Man Far From Home Spider Jet version. So when I looked this up, this comes with like a toy that, like, I guess it shoots out water. I guess it's when they were fighting the elementals. Maybe it's a part of that. But just articulation wise, there really isn't much to this. You can't bend at the knee, you can't bend at the elbow. It's almost like, the Kenner articulation where it's just up and down and that. And I mean, it doesn't look bad, and it's not that great. I mean, look at it. The thing that's weird about this is I almost thought, when I first saw this, I said, did someone customize this? Because like the paint is like bleeding. I don't know if someone did come along afterwards and do that. As I said, since this is used, it's possible. But when I look at the picture, that's how it is. But you see, like here, it's fine. I guess maybe they painted afterwards. I just have to assume that's what happened, that they went and painted afterwards after that, because that's just strange. Maybe that's what was happening. Like here, you see it's all faded. I think maybe what they did is they went and they tried to paint it, and it came out the lines. Hey, I ain't judging, because I'm terrible at painting, so no judgment there. It's just interesting to see that. Then we have this guy, and this is 2018 Spin Masters Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't like this style. I know this is like more of that animated style, but I don't really like it. This was just in there. I like the traditional style. There's a couple of other, is it NECA? I forgot the other one that makes a couple TMNT that's pretty cool. Kind of based off the first movie, that line. But this style, not for me. I mean, it's alright as a figure and everything, but doesn't hold anything for me. It's just part of the line there. Alright, so this guy here, second to last, is the 1993 Bandai The Bots Master Ziv Zoolander. I don't know this series. It's kind of interesting though how much, you actually got the bending at the elbows or the knees on this figure, and for 1993 that's cool. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't have figures that didn't do that. It's just not a lot, especially like those Toy Biz figures. This is in pretty good shape actually, considering how old it is. I do like the colors, something unique. Looks like you could clip on something here. If somebody knows about this figure, both here. You can clip something here. So I guess maybe he had some weapons or some kind of armaments or tools or something. Maybe here on the side, there's like something here that maybe that could work. So it's a cool looking figure. I don't know anything about it, but that's what I like about these characters is that, usually I'll just do my first impressions and then I'll go look up more about this, maybe look up a video about whatever line that they're from to see what it's about, but that's pretty cool. And then last but not least, we have this one, 1994 Toy Biz Uncanny X-Men Comcast. And I just laughed when I saw the name, because I did not know who this was, of course. So I scanned it, and when I saw Comcast, anyone who has Comcast or Xfinity internet or had to deal with them, they would just laugh at that. So this is another figure that, has the bending at the knees and at the elbows, which is cool. Like I said, usually a lot of Toy Biz ones, you didn't have that. I forgot maybe if there was a specific timeline where then they started to add that or not. But I definitely have some that you can't bend at the elbows like that. But that's also another reason why I like doing these kind of videos, is because then I can start to learn, like, oh, well, in the 1990s they did this, and later 1990s they did that. So this is kind of like pretty standard of what you would see with those Toy Biz figures. I do have experience now, a little bit of experience with Toy Biz figures, just because I've been going around and finding a whole bunch, usually in thrift stores and stuff like that. So I really like these because I did play with these growing up, so there is a nostalgia factor, even though I don't know this character. It looks like maybe something was supposed to go here on the side. He's got really big boots. Look at that. That's some big old boots right there. Goes all the way up to the knee. But pretty good. So that was my haul. And as I said, it was basically 2 hauls. It was most of that Fortnite stuff came from Marketplace, and then the rest came from a thrift store bag. And I think the Marketplace pickup, I think it was altogether 7 figures for $5, and then that bag was $3. So again, $8 total for all this stuff. So that's what I like to do, especially for figures that are loose, might be damaged, doesn't have accessories and stuff like that. But it's just fun, playing with these characters, and also being able to pose them with my other toys, which you can see on my Instagram page, Percent Off Collector. But for now, thanks so much for chilling out, geeking out with me as we looked at these new toys. We'll have a lot more videos coming up. I have like such a backlog. So give this a like, sub, all that stuff that every YouTuber asks you, especially in my case, because we're getting close to 500 subs. I'm really happy for everyone out there. I really mean it about comments. You'll see I respond to every comment unless someone's mean. And honestly, I haven't had a mean person yet. Maybe if I get bigger. I hope not. But either way, thank you so much. And until next time, remember my motto: no discount, no deal. Catch you next time.